Hello, my 70s flashback friends. Well, we're back together and we are off to go places now. These first 5 places that you'll see are all gonzo. They don't exist anymore. But they are places that many of us, especially those of us who lived in Southern California, would visit as children. So let's go to these no longer existing places. That was fun. I have to explain why Nabisco, the Nabisco factory, was featured because it was right across from the Japanese deer park, right off of the 91 freeway in Southern California, I believe. And every time you were to go to the Japanese deer park, it would smell like cookies. It smelled like cookies. There was a very distinct smell that emanated from the Nabisco factory. You could even smell it just when you were driving down the freeway. So naturally, if you were hanging out there a little bit, well, it smelled like cookies. So that was part of my memory of that area. That's why the Nabisco factory is in those slides. I don't know, it may still be there, but anyway. And I didn't go visit it, but I sure smelled it. Okay, this next series of places, they're still around, and I debated even putting them in because they're still a part of my current life. But what I did do is put in some of the memories from back in the 70s of what I experienced at these places. And right here, tickets for Disneyland. That is just a piece of history there where you had to have a ticket for each ride. And of course, you always wanted the e-tickets, and there were never enough of those. So I show some little bits of Disneyland that are a memory from the 70s. And yes, I know some of these things that will be shown are currently in Florida at Walt Disney World. I know because I've been there. But anyway, just a few little snippets of memories. All right, off we go to have some fun. All right, I'm stopping the slide after that spin out ride at Magic Mountain in Valencia, California. That was crazy. And I was so proud of myself that I could ride that ride, and I rode it many times. I was so extreme and bold. And by the way, the slides are blurry, but that's all that existed. So it was crazy because you're inside that round room and you stand on the floor with your back against the wall, and then the room starts spinning, the floor drops out, and now you're just sucked up against the wall as it is spinning like crazy. That was wild. And I felt so brave and extreme to ride that. No, I could not ride it now. I can't spin anymore. And that ride is no longer there at Magic Mountain. Anyway, crazy. Stopping the slides after solving because I have a memory of moo cow creamers, and I was so excited when I found this in an antique store. And one of the bakeries we would go to had these moo cow creamers. My brother and sister and I loved these. Pour the milk out of the mouth. So I was really excited when I found this in an antique store. I still go to Solving quite frequently, actually, but I never see moo cow creamers there. Oh, and the other thing is ferals. I threw that in there. I had ferals in another video of mine about places where we ate. I threw it in this one as well. And yes, I did have 2 blue ribbons for eating 2 pig troughs, not in the same day. And that is another thing I would not do anymore, eat a pig's trough. All right, on we go. So much to say after all those videos. I threw in slides of things related to going places like the station wagon and that camera. I had that camera and just things like that. And also the souvenirs we would get of those wax figurines. I remember getting them a lot at the LA Zoo. And then I came across a couple years back one of the devices that would create those wax figurines, and great memories. And yes, once again, smell factors into things. There was that very distinct, fresh, waxy smell when that figurine would pop out. Great times. Now, on to some shopping. And yeah, various places where we ended up buying our stuff. this last segment is featuring Campfire Girls because another place I went to was weekly Campfire Girl meetings. And I still have my Campfire Girl scarf that I actually wore when I climbed Mount Whitney, the highest peak in the lower 48. Anyway, Campfire Girls. But first you had to be a bluebird, so that's featured. Anyway, great memories of going places with my Campfire Girl friends. Hello, Kelly and Sheila. And I know that they're both on Facebook. The others aren't, but Stephanie and Jody and Natalie. Oh, such great memories in the 70s with those girls and being a Campfire Girl. So, couple Campfire Girl slides. Wohelo. Well, that's it for now. Until the next time, toodaloo.